was made of ice.
I have an idea. We could squeeze a line before peanut butter, introducing peanut butter.
Yeah.
And I have an idea for the line. Okay. It could be like, in the midst of Wade spewing crap, a sweet little pup jumped in her lap.
Of Wade spewing his crap or spewing crap?
Spewing crap.
I'm sorry, Wade. Spewing crap. No, we love you, Wade, but
yeah,
you're a great antagonist. Now, little peanut butter didn't think he was nice. He could see Wade's heart was made of ice.
And she knew right. You could finish that line. And she knew right then. She made a friend, a companionship till the end.
Right then, she made a friend, a companionship, right to the end. Okay, let's try that. I'll start from here. Well, this girl named Wilma was an unusual child. She loved to read, wasn't all that wild. Until the day she met this dad called Wade. Then her comfortable life became unmade.
Then her in the midst of
How do
Wade,
I make it bigger?
Here.
Yeah.
Okay, start from your verse again.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Well, this girl named Wilma was an unusual child. She loved to read, wasn't all that wild. Until the day she met this guy called Wade. Then her comfortable life became unmade.
In the midst of Wade spewing crap, now the little peanut butter... Oh, wait.
Oh.
I got messed up.
Wait, yeah, it jumped into her lap. I forgot to write that one.
Oh, yeah. Well, in the midst of Wade spewing his crap, the little brown pup jumped into her lap. She knew right then that she'd made a friend, a companionship, right to the end. I said,
oh, yeah, you would have to.
Now little peanut butter didn't think it was nice. I think we should jump back.
Wade's heart was made of ice.
And she knew, and when ice melts, it turns to water. But
when are we gonna set Wade on fire? That's the big question we're leading to here.
Really gory and like messed up.
What if Wade doesn't do anything wrong and just all of a sudden like her eyes turn to Wilma's eyes are just like and then so she grabs an ice pick and smacks him in the chest and then he pushes him down a cliff and sets him on fire. And then we all realize Wilma was kind of nuts.
Right when Wade went to apologize, she pulls out a pick right to his eyes. She puts a nice pick right through.
Wait, do that. Yeah, let's say that again.
Oh wait, well this needs to be later after Wade does something bad. Like
no, it should just suddenly transition. Like he could see Wade's heart was made of ice, and the woman was like,
right when Wade went to say hi.
Oh, when Wade went to say hi,
Wilma put a nice pick right through his eye.
Through his eye.
Punched him in the face and kicked him in the chest.
Wade went to say hi. Wilma put a nice pick right through his eye. That'll actually work.
Honestly, you could go up and just... I mean, you don't have to make it 2 individual lines. You could just like...
Yeah, you're right. I could do that.
You could do that and then we could save space. The whole time you think Wade's the bad guy, but it's all in Wilma's head because she's just insane.
Punched him in the face and kicked his teeth.
Punched him in the face and kicked him in the teeth.
You didn't know what was the beef. Oh God, no! That's terrible. That's terrible.
Then she slams his head with a thorny wreath.
Oh my God! What, Jesus? Wait. Kicked his groin.
Kicked him in the mouth. And then she kicked him right down south.
Punched him in the face and kicked his mouth. Then
I think kicked him in the mouth would be like more like punched him in the face and kicked him in the mouth. More rhythmical.
Kicked him in the mouth.
And then she kicked him in a place.
And then kicked him in a place.
And kicked him in a sweet little place down south.
Yeah, kicked him in a sweet little place down south. Poor Wade. I feel a little bad now, but it's hilarious. Oh, man.
Now he's screaming in terror and crying in pain.
Yeah. Now he's screaming in terror and crying in pain.
Then she puts out her hand and sets him aflame.
Puts out her hand, and he catches the flame, and then is like, how'd this happen? Oh my God, she's the devil incarnate.
Yeah.
Everybody run.
And he's in mid-sentence, like, turns out Wilma is Satan. Let me organize this, because I want to do, like, verse, chorus. It's not really a chorus because it doesn't really refrain to anything. I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, so we need to figure out how we're gonna end this too. Do you have any ideas?
No, I like your way of ending it. It's just like because it's the creepy thing in the beginning that's just like Enter Holmes.
Yeah,
it's like suggesting maybe Wilma is not that cool. And then poor Peanut Butter's just staring like this horrible devil dog is like. The dog possessed her. That's what happened.
Oh my God! Yes. Okay, so it turns out that Peanut Butter is the bad guy.
Yeah. Ooh, someone else gave a suggestion. Now I was screaming and crying and cursing her name because that would actually rhyme with flames correctly.
Yeah, that's good.
Screaming and crying and cursing her name. I don't know who said that, but thank you for the suggestion. You know who you are. Is this the chorus?
Sort of, yeah. You just want to bring it back.
Yeah, it's just like after the and it bursts into flame. Peanut Butter and Wilma, dog and a girl, land of Disney World.
And I could just like slowly start like.
Yeah.
Make it minor and then Peanut Butter
and then more burning away. No, she has to go into the town and start destroying things. Okay, you want to start at the beginning again?
Okay, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Peanut Butter and Wilma, dog and a girl, they hail from the land of Disney World. Born as the coaster went higher and higher, she was put on this world to set her hearts afire and her homes. Well, this girl named Wilma wasn't unusual. Oh, well, yeah,
this is the
two measures.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this girl named Wilma was an unusual child. She loved to read, wasn't all that wild, until the day she met this guy called Wade. Then her comfortable life became unmade.
In the midst of Wade spewing his crap, this little brown pup jumped into her lap. She knew right then that she'd made a friend, a companionship, right till the end.
Little Peanut Butter didn't think he was nice. He could see Wade's heart was made of ice. From Wade right when Wade went. No, there needs to be something else there. Right when Wade went to.
Just as Wade went to say hi. We need a better way to transition these verses and choruses. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Peanut Butter and Wilma, dog and a girl, they hail from the land of Disney World.
And then we should start singing. Punched him in the face and kicked him in the mouth. And she kicked him in the sweet little place down south. Now he's screaming and crying and cursing her name. And she puts her hand out and he bursts into flames and he starts burning and getting real crispy.
You want to try from the top?
Peanut Butter and Wilma,
dog and a girl, they hail from the land of Disney World. Born as the coaster went higher and higher, she was put on this world to set her hearts afire and her homes. Well, this girl named Wilma was an unusual child. She loved to read, but wasn't all that wild until the man she was with a guy named Wade. Then her comfortable life became unmade.
In the midst of Wade spewing crap, the little brown pup jumped into her lap. She knew right then that she made a friend, a companionship right till the end.
Peanut Butter and Wilma, dog and a girl, they hail from the land of Disney World. Born as a coaster went higher and higher, she was put on this world to set her hearts afire and her homes. Now, little Peanut Butter didn't think he was nice. He could see Wade's heart was made of ice.
And just as Wade went to say hi, Will put ice pick right through his eye. Punched him in the face and
kicked him in the mouth. And she kicked him in a sweet little place down south. Now he's screaming and crying and cursing her name. Then she puts on her hand and he bursts into flame. Now Wade's burning and he's getting a little crispy. He thinks this encounter was a little bit risky. He'd scream a little more, but his vocals are fried. Just couldn't get away as much as he tried. She burned down Disney World to the ground. The flames in her eyes are big and round, and Peanut Butter followed with a happy grin to make sure she keep on arsoning. Peanut Butter and Wilma, a dog and a girl, they hail from the land of Disney World. Born as a coaster went higher and higher. She was put on this world to set her hearts afire. She's Satan.
Yes! Okay, all right, let's do it legit this time.
God, that was fast. That was cool fast, actually.
I kind of dug that. Everybody is blowing up everything right now on our chat is getting
Yeah.
Just destroyed with beautiful comments. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
You guys are beautiful. Thanks for sticking around and listening. Here it is again. This one's...
Yep.
Oh, what's it called? You guys name it.
What's the name of the song?
Nowhere in the title should it say that she's insane.
Yeah.
Because we want it to be a twist in the song. Wait on Fire.
Wait on Fire. Could be Weight of Fire, like Ring of Fire.
A Weight of Fire. The Ballad of Wilma. I kind of like that.
That's cool because it is very country.
Yeah. How about that?
But it's pretty descriptive and typical. I don't know. It's like,
Yeah.
That could be. We'll keep that.
Weekend at Wilma's.
Weekend at Wilma's.
Burn in Love.
Burn in Love. Oh man. So many ideas. This is so cool because this is like an unlimited source of ideas.
Exactly.
Like, we had the idea to do this for sketches a while ago too. Like this could be applied to anything, really. Little Miss Wilma.
Little Miss Wilma.
Little Miss Wilma.
That's cute. I like
Little Miss Wilma.
Perfect.
Oh, I like that. We'll hold that, and then what was the other one?
Just throw it right up above though.
Yeah. And then there was Weight of Fire was also one. Fire. Ballad of Wilma. Well, we can have like later on a poll and see which one people like the most.
Let me do an intro.
Okay.
We're gonna do a little song for you. This song is about a little girl and a dog, and it goes a little something like this. Peanut butter.
Ruined
Peanut butter and Wilma.
Dog.
Okay, one, two, three.
Peanut butter and Wilma, a dog and a girl. They hail from the land of Disney World. Born as the coaster went higher and higher, she was put on this world to set her hearts afire and her homes. Well, this girl named Wilma was an unusual child. She loved to read, wasn't all that wild, until the day she met this guy called Wade. Then her comfortable life became unmade.
Ooh, in the midst of Wade spewing his crap, the little brown pup jumped into her lap. She knew right then she'd made a friend, a companionship right till the end.
Peanut butter and Wilma, a dog and a girl. They hail from the land of Disney World. Born as the coaster went higher and higher, she was put on this world to set her hearts afire and her homes.
Tell us about peanut butter.
Now little Peanut Butter didn't think he was nice. He could see Wade's heart was made of ice.
Just as Wade went to say hi, Wilma put a nice pick right through his eye. She
Punched him in the face and kicked him in the mouth. Then she kicked him in a sweet little place down south. Now he's screaming and crying and cursing her name. Then she puts out her hand and he bursts into flame. Now Wade's burning, he's getting a little crispy. He thinks this encounter was a little bit risky. He'd scream a little more, but his vocals are fried. Just couldn't get away as much as he tried. She burned down Disney World to the ground. The flames in her eyes all big and round. And Peanut Butter followed with a happy grin, making sure she'd keep on arsoning. Peanut Butter and Wilma, a dog and a girl. They hail from the land of Disney World. Born as the coaster went higher and higher, she was put on this world to set her hearts afire. Cause she said,
Yay!
"Yay, okay, we got it. That's a song."
We got it.
It's a song now.
We're gonna play it for Ryan when he gets back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you guys can hear.
Well done, everyone.
Great job. What a fun way to spend an hour.
Oh man.